Hey, good morning, everyone. Testing, testing. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Hope you had a nice evening. Before we get too far into this broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. It's important to know that I am not a licensed trading advisor, and there is a significant amount of risk when trading the financial markets. If you're not familiar with this risk, please consult with a financial advisor. All right. Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a nice evening. Today is Wednesday, January 14th. And if you're joining us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. You're still in the game, still alive and kicking. Just to prevent any unpleasant surprises, we always start off by looking at any news reports, economic news reports that are high impact that will be affecting today's session. We have crude inventory at 10:30 as a yellow folder. We always like to look for a crude play, a crude oil play at that time. This morning early, we had the PPI report. Let's just see what the news was. U.S. retail sales came out as well. It was up by 0.6% in November. Positive report. Mild rise in the PPI. .2% in November. And let's just take a look at the overall trading environment prior to our session opening today. The E-mini, the S&P 500, this is midnight, took a leg down overnight and into the London session. So we had to move down early. Market usually doesn't like those gaps, and we could look for a move up to fill that gap in, but we will see. It's 9:29, everybody. Good luck trading today. While we let the market settle down on the market open, let me just kind of fill you in with what's going on, what you see. If today's your first day, I want to welcome you. Thank you for joining us. We're showcasing our automated bots here at Right Line Trading. These are fully automated strategies that once they're enabled, they run within NinjaTrader 8. And once they're enabled, they will execute and manage the trades for us. Ain't that nice? Do the heavy lifting. We can use these bots either on a live account or a prop account. I'm going to be showing today in this demonstration a trade copier with some prop accounts and how we can pick a leader account and copy it across multiple prop accounts. What you see here on the bottom right is what I refer to as my leaderboard. These are the what have you done for me latelys. Lately, the key word here is today. In today's session, these are the ones doing the best. Out of all of the bots in my portfolio, they've come to the top, the cream of the crop, so to speak. The cream of the crop rises to the top. Let's put this on the NQ since we have a couple of fresh $50,000 evals. We're going to go to the NQ. I like to trade the NQ on evals and the MNQ on PA accounts. A little more conservative. Once we've paid that activation fee, we've got a little blood, sweat, and tears and some money in the game. I like to pivot to maybe trading 3 or 4 micros on a PA account. During the evaluation phase, a little more aggressive, especially when there's an 80% discount. Good morning, Rao. Good morning, sir. The ES30 range, 1 day pass, picked up right where it left off. It's just one of our top performing one-day pass templates. You might be asking, what is a one-day pass? Those are templates that are designed specifically to pass prop trading evaluations. They take one trade, and it's a swing for the fences. You're either going to pass or you're going to fail that evaluation in one or two trades. Most of the time, one. This one took a trade this morning on the ES30 range. Went all the way for a $50,000 eval that would have passed that evaluation. Statistically, they win 1 out of 3 trades. The Haitian sensation. Good morning, Gene. It's always good to see you, sir. You're like family. Jean Dominique. I've got a special place in my heart for the Haitian community because my wife, God bless her, a beautiful Haitian woman. Very great people, just great people. You haven't been to a wedding until you've been to a Haitian wedding, let me tell you. Extremely patriotic people, just like Americans, most Americans. They love their country for good reason. It's beautiful. All right, good. So we like to watch a few trades go by. We like to watch the price action. Let the market settle down. Let our leaderboard establish itself. We're looking for the bots that are going to find the ebb and flow of today's trading environment. I'm starting to like this move up. Our 20 Unirenko is above the 50 on the NASDAQ. A break of resistance here. It looks like a juicy trade. Jim, good morning, Jim. I was looking at that 4 range chart on silver this morning. Man, that thing is, it whips around pretty good on a 4 range. Jim was showing me a 4 range setup that he has. Thanks for sending that over, Jim. Here comes a haymaker entry, a signal A long. Our sniper just jumped in short. The sniper's been red hot. Watch this NQ power play short. Let's try to get it through support. Looking for a short entry here. We got a really nice spike in volume. 3,000 contracts a minute. Looking for a short. The sniper. Look at the sniper, an $800 trade here. That's one of my top bots. Is that sniper. I'm really not liking this price action much. Let me pull up my performance and we'll take a look. We like to make data-driven decisions regarding which bots to use. What I always like to do is use my ChatGPT. I'll look at this year's trades, January 1st to the 14th. I'll change it from summary to trades, and I'll check off all my accounts. And now this is all my historical trade data for this year. If I right-click on it and select Export, we'll call this January 1 to the 14th. And then what I can do is I can upload it into my ChatGPT trading analyst. So I'm going to take that data, and I'm going to process the data in ChatGPT, and it'll tell me what my most profitable bots are, the ones that have been making the most money. I don't want to trade the one that's making the least money, right? Nobody would. Power play got a nice move. It's getting beat up in that whipsaw though. Hey, good morning, Dan. Here we go. Here's top 5. The RJ up 82.80. The 2-minute 1-day pass is up there. The sniper, we just watched the sniper make $800. The sniper bot and drone both up there. And then crude oil. So we got the 150 range RJ up over $8,000 this month. The 150 range NASDAQ, 20 Unorenco NASDAQ are my top bots so far. The haymaker, that signal A entry is liking this environment. The big move up and down, up and down. It likes reversals. Now we have a daily profit goal of about $200 to $500 a day. Once we reach that, we practice pretty good capital preservation. We don't want to give it back. The worst thing to do is to make a winning day and turn it into a losing day. God, how many times have I done that? What a horrible feeling, huh? The rest of the day, you're saying I shoulda, coulda, woulda. But the good Lord knows you didn't. All right, let's get this break of support. Whoa, 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 whoa. That went too fast for me. All right, there's some serious whipsaw today. Do we go to a bigger bar? Let's take one shot on the 30 range. Here it goes, too. There's some serious whipsaw. Let's give it a shot short. Good volume. Here we go. We're in. Let's see if we can get one to go for us. We're trying to get in our profit window. Come on down. A little follow through the downside. Come on down. Come on down. Get in my window. I'm going to take a little bit of the risk off. Come on down. Come on down. Give it a little room. Get the window. Come on. There we go. That's the leapfrog. There we go. That's what we were waiting on. Come on. Don't stop now. Give me a one and done. Keep going. Come on, baby. Nice. All right. Got our profit target right there. Got 370 and 360. And that's all we're looking to do. That is all. Appreciate that. Getting a nice move down. I'm going to try to get my iBots in the game. Now I have a connection for Kinetic. The Kinetic, that's our professional grade data feed that allows us to stream the market internals. Just going to shut down anything I'm not using. Let's give it a shot. All right, so I just enabled my iBots. Power plays back in short. Gold is very volatile. Gold is big moves on gold. High volume, 2,000 contracts a minute crossing on gold. Huge money on gold. We have a bot that trades gold. This one is trading the micros. It's in a micro trade, 2 micros. It's up 160 bucks on this short move. And it's in a leapfrog. Right back in short. But just a tremendous amount of volume on gold. Rao loves to trade gold. Silver, man, you see silver's up almost above $90 an ounce right now. Amazing. Jim was telling me silver's 25 bucks a tick. Woo. You could see where we got our entry on that Apex account. Right in the meat of this move down. We caught it right here and rode it all the way down. You could see it on my 20 Unorenco. Let's keep an eye on the sniper. Ooh, this is a juicy entry short. Watch this short on the power play. The 20U's going right into support though. We got crude inventory at 10:30. Here comes another power play short. Trying to get in my window. Now it's in my profit window. Now here we go. We're in a leapfrogger. We need to break a support. Oh, I had that thing broke support. We could have gone a country mile. Here we go again. Another short roll off to 50. Let's see if it breaks support. Power play starting to find that ebb and flow. The profit target's a little kicked back. If I put it on the bot, you'll see how the bot changes the position. Well, this time of day, right now it's not trading. But the bot will change the position of the profit target. It'll recognize that it's not reaching it on the drone, and it'll move it in on the bot. I always like to move my profit target right above resistance. I want price to have a clear shot right to my profit target. No speed bumps in between. Now my profit window kicks in. Now if I break through that area of support, this thing is off to the races. No risk on the trade, more important. Bam, here we go. Watch this break. Snipers in short on the 20U. Watch the break of support. Here we go. They just did another stop sweep. You see that? They let it break below the pivot, and then they come back and they take everyone's stop. Those dirty you-know-whats. Gonna retest it. Retest it. The sniper's in there. Watch the break of support. Here we go. Look out below. Look out below. Oh, they're doing it again. Man. See, this big 20 Unarenko, that whipsaw doesn't affect it. That ES is going to make a nice move down. Let's fix these areas of support and resistance. On an 8 Unarenko, we want our volume zone to be about 35. So far, support's holding up here, right at 25,600, 610. Is it forming a bottom? Getting ready for a ride up? Or are we going to break through? Stay tuned. Hey, Suzanne. Good to see you. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. We're patiently waiting. We found ourselves a little bit of chop here. Let's see if this support holds. Here we go. Retest. The sniper's still in. Bam! The sniper got all the risk off the trade. Squeezed it a little too tight. Here we go. Boy, you get a feeling this thing is going to just drop to the basement. Keeps popping up on us. Yes, it has been a while. Welcome. Come on, push down. Here it goes. Watch the leapfrog. We're very close to getting in that leapfrog. One more leg down. There it goes. Let's see if we can get a runner. Here it goes. Bam, bam, bam. Ho! And that one trade put us back up $400. $10. Man almighty, was there a report I missed? The calendar, I thought I checked the calendar today. Maybe I must have been on the wrong day. 10 o'clock, there is no red folder. Now that's the benefit of that leapfrog. It can get you back in the green with one nice move. Our winners have the potential to become much larger than our losers. And just like that, this power play's up 750. And the RJ, look at RJ and the best bot. Bam, bam. We were talking about RJ this morning, all week really, yesterday as well. We'll take a look at that trade in just a minute, but that RJ has just been on fuego. Fire. The NQ best bot is piggybacking that RJ. Let's take a quick look. Now the only thing to know about that, let's go to the RJ just to take a look at the trade, because this thing's on fire. I'm going to show you the numbers in just a moment. This is the RJ. Let's see where it got in. Wow, look at this thing. Took the short entry way back here. See if I can spread this out a little bit. It took our entry right here. That is a 250 tick profit target. Trading one contract on the NASDAQ. The bar size, well, we'd have to go to the data series, put it on 150 range. Much bigger bar. It's going to filter out a lot of that static. And you can see it here. It's a tremendous bar. But wow, was that a beautiful trade for a $1,250 winner. Just to give you an idea of what this bot is capable of, let me show you. I was showing it yesterday. I'll do it again today. What's hot? What's not? Well, I'll tell you what's hot is that 150 RJ. RJ is a valuable member of our trading community. Let's click generate. This bot is at $9,500 in January. January 1st to the 14th. Let's put it on the 1st. $9,500. We yesterday put it on the analysis just to see when it does it. And it does it between 8:30 and 10:30. It trades 2 hours a day between 8:30 and 10:30. And this baby brings home the bacon. After commissions, $9,500. Ace. Oh, the tariff ruling. The Supreme Court. Let's take a look real quick. Boy, that could be huge. It could be decided today. The time of the ruling remains unclear. Did it break? Let's go to the news. Nothing yet. So what I wanted to show was we see that how it did the last couple weeks. You know, a lot of times a bot will get hot for a few weeks, but it doesn't last, right? Look what this bot's done. Let's go back. Let's put it back to December 1st, just to give you an idea of how this bot's doing. We take it back to December 1st. We're at 15,000. Let's take it back to November. Going back to November, this baby's up over $19,000. Max drawdown $3,700, not too shabby. It's winning 73%. What really blows my mind about this strategy is the ATM. The ATM, there's a 250 tick profit target and a 250 tick stop loss. So if you take a loser, it could be painful. $1,230. But I'll tell you, if you're winning 73%, you're going to be okay. Because your average winner is 930. Thank you for subscribing, Dan. That iBot 1 minute is in. Let's take a look. That iBot 1 minute crushed it yesterday. On this 150 range, it looks tiny. Let's go. Let's look at it on a 1 minute. There's a 1 minute bar. Now the iBots also have the leapfrog integration. We took some of the best features of the AI and brought them over. was actually Suzanne that gave us that suggestion. She said, hey, why don't you guys do this? Gold and NASDAQ moving in the same direction, Rouse says. It's a sign of de-dollarization. Gold's headed down, down, down at the moment. Pretty choppy here. We found ourselves in a rough patch. Let's see if this iBot finds its way through support and to the profit target. We found ourselves in the winner's circle this morning. We timed it out, caught a short trade on the power play, and turned it into a $350 winner across a couple of accounts. Let's put the RJ over here. RJ's back in. RJ is back in long. You see the trade here. This is the hottest spot we have right now. Is this RJ? We've got crude inventory at 1030. Let's see if RJ takes any risk off at any point. It does trade with a profit window, I remember seeing. There it goes. Here goes RJ again. Let's see if it can get in the window. RJ could go all the way. The RJ. Very news-driven market, man. Something's going on. 1875 for RJ. The best spot was all over it, like white on rice. Best spot RJ are riding together this morning. Straight to the promised land. Existing home sales came out 9 minutes ago. A 5% increase in December. An improvement. Man, that RJ is just putting on a show. Uh-oh. My computer just went down. I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to restart. I shut down my antivirus, thinking that was causing it. Still looking for a permanent solution. Okay, let me get logged back in. Give me a second. Once my rhythmic connects, I'm going to connect kinetic right behind it. Look at all those open positions long. Let's re-enable. That 150 range RJ was all over that move up. It was in it quicker than you know what. RJ's up 1875. The 2-minute retirement plan is up 600. Let's see where we're at on the power play. Power play's up 200. Here's a look at the leaderboard. These are the bots performing the best today. Today. Mac Truck, 20U, 150 range NASDAQ. I've been talking a lot about the 20U and the 150 range on the NASDAQ. We have a member named Ed K. Sent me an email. He said, hey, can you just give me the best three? That was two of the three. Here comes gold right back up. Good volume on gold. Here's the ES one-day pass. Let's take a look at this trade. ES one-day pass going for it all. Oh, it came up and kissed the profit target. You see that? That's about as close as you could get to a fill without it actually filling. Look at that thing. Oh, I hate when that happens, don't you? I take my stop and squeeze it as tight as I can if I'm that close. Row's up 25.60. Congratulations, Row. Here we go with another move down. Let's put the VWAP on the ES chart. I always like to see where the VWAP is. Bounced right off the VWAP. Look at that. Right off the VWAP for a short on the E-mini. Look at the micro. The micro NASDAQ's turning almost 8,000 contracts a minute. It's not abnormal to see it go up to 12 when they're really pumping in the money. Let's see, out of curiosity, what the ATM is on the bot. We know the drone on the RJ is 250 and 250. Let's see what the mathematical modeling is. The optimization is on the stop and profit target on the bot. I'm really curious where it moved the stop to. If we go to our strategies and we find that 150 range, I always like to know if I'm going to trade one of the bots. One of the most important things to know is how much am I risking per trade, right? Especially if you're trading you have a tight, trailing threshold, trailing drawdown on a prop account. You got to know how much you're risking per trade. So this brought the stop into 104 ticks. On the drone, it's at 250. So what it looks at is the maximum adverse excursion on the winning trades of your drone. On the drone, for it to take a winner, how much heat did it take, right? How much heat did it take? Where mathematically is the best position to still pull in those winners, but give it enough room, and giving it enough room on the stop to still be able to pull in those winners. And this AI put it at 104 ticks from 250, which makes it a lot more palpable. Now we're risking about 520 on the minis. You go to a micro, it's $50 per micro, which is much more palpable. Make you breathe a little easier. But very interesting to see that. And it moved the profit target into 192 instead of 250. Now we always have the ability, we have the profit target window at 62. So if this goes 130 ticks towards our profit target, my stop is going to fly up to plus 70 at plus 130. Now we can also put in the leapfrog if we wanted. If we wanted it to start jumping for us, we add in a leapfrog and give it the ability to run. But I tell you, after you get 200 ticks, Hey, Carol. Good morning. Gerald. Oh, shoot. Good news and bad news, huh, Gerald? What do you want first? Nice move down. You know what? I'm not going to change anything. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's just leave it just how it is. In comparison to the drone, we saw what the drone did. Let's see what the bot did on the RJ. Not nearly as good. Not nearly as good. Let's bring it back. Does well, but not nearly as good as the drone. So we're not dogmatic about which one we trade. It's important to know. If the drone does considerably better, well, then we're going to trade the drone, right? If the bot does better, let's trade the bot. We let the data dictate our decisions. Don't get stuck that you have to trade the bot. You don't. You could trade the drone just as good as you could trade the bot. If it makes more money, it makes more sense. And that's really the bottom line. We got crude inventory in 5 minutes. I set up a crude chart. Excuse me. I set up a crude strategy that trades the same, very similar inputs to the $50,000 one-day pass, but it trades just one contract. And we threw in the leapfrog. I'll show it to you. It's this one right here. We're going to put it into play. It's actually in a position. Let's see the position. It's trading a 10 range. So we'll duplicate this in a new window. And we'll switch it to a 10 range. And we'll put it on crude oil. And it's trading my crude oil $50,000 account. It's in trouble. It's in trouble on the trade. But let's see how it does when this news report comes out in 4 minutes. We'll keep this to the side. Our ES30 is up 875. That's the other one. That's number 3. The 3 top bots. ES30, RJ150, NQ20U. Great job, Gerald. It's all you need, man. Do it every day. Wow, we're in a lot of positions. The ES best bot is in. The ES best bot is looks like it's on one of the ES30 ranges. Here we go. Man, I was shoot. I froze up. I think I'm going to have to change computers. Coming up right behind me is professional options trader David Wise. He's going to be trading his high volume. He has brand new candles, high volume candles, pretty cool candles. When institutional money, one metric that we look at in addition to market internals is volume, right? That's a dead giveaway. When you see a spike in volume, well, that's those huge whales putting in tremendous orders. And you see the volume spike. David added candlesticks to his workspace when there's high volume. They change the color of his candle changes. So he sees this signal right on his candle. What we use is this counter. On the bottom right edge of my chart, okay, my bots all jumped into that short move. Let's see if we can get back in the game here. Oh, that was the move down. I missed it. Missed it. What a beautiful move down. Huh. The Supreme Court doesn't rule on Trump's tariffs on Wednesday. So no ruling came out today. Still taking a big nosedive. All right, let's go back to crude. Here comes the crude inventory report. Just came out. Let's take a quick look. With this unrest in Iran, the price of gold is starting to spike. Let's put it on our account. Oh my goodness gracious. Crude's at 61.74 a barrel. 236, 250 contracts a minute are crossing. Please, on your way out the door, we're going to close up in just a minute, but if you would, on your way out, if you'd please like my video here on YouTube, I consider it my job security. I get a bunch of likes, I'll be back, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're getting about to get Savvy Trader into the mix here. He's going to be following me very shortly. Not today. Hopefully next week. And then David Wise, his time slot is 11:30. Okay, so no ruling today on the tariffs. I don't see any type of report on crude inventory either. Let's see. Here, it might show it here. Wednesday, crude inventory, 3.4 million red. So there was a lot less. It looks like there's a lot less oil, which would drive the price higher. They anticipated it to be lower by 1.7 million barrels, and it was actually double that. It was lower by 3.4 million barrels. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. We normally meet here each morning at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to, in the future, I want to get here at 9:15 on time because we need that 15 minutes to settle in and just see what's been going on, look at the overall market environment, see what our leaderboard looks like. I want to be able to put the previous day's data in the ChatGPT and compare those results to our leaderboard. Get our trade copier ready to go, just so when the opening bell comes, we're not fumbling and bumbling, slipping on banana peels. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Take a quick look at the leaderboard. This is how it wound up for today. I just traded a couple evals. I didn't trade the PA accounts, just a couple evals. Got our profit target and got a one and done and stopped. That's the ideal situation, a one and done. But the RJ is the big story. The RJ is the big story. We sent out an alert on Sunday to all of our members because it came across our radar that this bot is crushing it. And just this week, we've seen it yesterday and today. It's up $3,000 this week. At least. Let's take a look. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. Let's just look at this week, and then we're done. $3,700 this week. It hasn't taken a loser. That's 4 trades. No drawdown. Now, obviously, it's crushing it right now. Results like that only last so long before it pulls in a loser. But this bot is on fire. So come back tomorrow and join us, and let's see how this RJ 150 range closes the week. I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. So long, everybody.